Alright guys, don't know how this is gonna work out, seeing how this will be my first time biking and videoing at the same time. But we are out here at the new revamped, reopened Gateway Park, and let's give it a rip. Nothing like a little brisk 38-degree morning ride. There we are, Gateway. Do a little lap here. I was out here yesterday, and this new jump line they got out here makes me feel like a kid in a playground. Here we go. Not much has changed with this first part here. Oop. Yeah, 38 degrees. Get out of that sun, it's a little nippy. That's all good. It means you ride harder to warm up. Pretty flowy still. Can only imagine what it looked like with all that storm water in here a couple months ago. But thanks to the Fort Worth Mountain Bike Association and all the folks that helped, this thing got reopened pretty darn quick, considering. And they added a new jump line. Makes you feel like a kid in a playground. The one thing I like about this trail, you come out here by yourself and rip it, or bring your kids out for them to have a good time. It's pretty family friendly. Morning. Fast and flowy through here. One thing you gotta be careful of here. That nice gooey mess. So here we're coming up on the one change they put on the Facebook page, because in days past you would go right there, and the reason they don't want you to do that now is because of that. Feel like Long Duck Dong and 16 Candles. Lake, big lake, bicycle. But here we go. And the other thing I like about this park, and you'll see when we get up a little bit, people always hear about, you know, the neat little features they have out here, or not little, but neat features they have out here, and beginner friendly. Somehow bike features and beginner friendly don't go together in the same sentence. However, out here there's a perfect ride around for all of them. Last I knew, east side was closed, the Punchy Climb side, so vamonos. Continuing on the west side. West side. Oh, the sun feels good, even though it's only a touch of it. I always feel like I'm gonna smash into those no matter how narrow my bars are. That's where you would come back in from the east side if you went, if it was open. Actually, I want to turn around real quick because there's one little fun part that I just totally missed by taking this part. So what we're going to do is ride this one backwards, cautiously of course. Hopefully I don't get too much hate mail from those watching, but we'll go back. So this is one of them, one of the trails after the east-west split in Reunion, and this is the other one. This one's fun. Yahoo! And that's pretty much the main difference, is you get that little whoop-dee through the gully there. And this is where we join up, where we just turned around. I like it because it kind of wakes you up a little bit. And then here, if you're a first timer, that can be a pain in the butt. That little punchiness right there. It's like someone leaving their mail all over the place here. So this trail, for those that are a little more comfortable on your bike, it's nice to come out here, just unplug and forget. Just go with the flow of the trail. Don't think about anything. If you overthink it, then it becomes not fun. But a little hard day at work, a little stress at home, jump on your bike, come to Gateway. Fortunately for me, I'm only about 30 minutes from here up Beach Street, so it's pretty easy to get to. But just unplug and forget. Solved a lot of problems this way. Just plug in and forget it. Things will sort themselves out. So now we're coming up to, I don't know what you'd call it, almost the finishing of the first half of this loop, because you're gonna pop back out in the parking lot that we took a little jaunt through a minute ago. We went through that way, now we're coming through this way. And then my new favoriteest jump line is not that far down the trail. And for some of you that have already done it, or may see it in the video, you're like, what the crap, dude? Really? Well, for me, the way and how and why I ride, it's perfect. Plus yesterday, when I started doing it, my first time back on this bike, after a fun crash on the North Shore Trail and back in September. So for those that are leery or getting their legs back under them, it's awesome because you can actually roll the whole thing and not have to worry about going over the bars or anything. But you'll see when we get there. So this is the second half, if you will, and this is fun. Enough. All right. Sorry if you hear my huffing and puffing, but I'm still getting my legs under me. But this will get better as time goes on. A little punchiness here. Whew. There we go. Whew. Features ahead, send it. Yeah, boy. Here we go. This one I'm not so comfy with, but like I mentioned, they got perfect ride-arounds, so you don't have to. This one too, I'm not that great with yet. It's more of a mind over matter thing. I just can't get my mind over the matter part, unfortunately, because that looks really fun. And here we are at my new favoriteest part of the trail, the jump line. Yowza! See what I mean? You can roll the whole thing. That's pretty much what I did. And you keep playing, exit stage right, up that punchy little climb and swing back, and you can do it for hours on end to your heart's delight. Call me crazy, I think it'd be fun to do it at night. Ha! But that jump line, if you notice right before I made the turn for it, yeah, I'm not ready for those either. Right before I made the turn for it, there was a line right or just to the left of it where you could bypass the whole thing. And I did that for about my first 3 or 4 times yesterday. Kind of get my legs under me. Then I rolled it about 3 or 4 times. And then it was just like, yeah, buddy, send it. And man, kind of a fun little confidence builder, if you ask me. Oh, nice and warm now. Oh yeah. See the flood wash that all to crap. Saw some pictures of this trail and the Fossil Creek Trail. Oh lordy, you could have probably ridden a flat bottom airboat in here and had some fun. Looked like a Cajun bayou. But yeah, I'll try to get some more video of that jump line after this first lap. That was closed yesterday, but I always have the stupid habit of bypassing that thing, and I don't know why, because even though it has that little lip, it's totally fine. And then that wall's fun too. But let's get done with this lap and my huffing and puffing, and hopefully to some people this video will get you out here on your bike, because really it is a fun trail, and I kind of like it better than the Fossil Creek one, because after taking one of my kids out there for their first ride, I noticed how twisty it appeared for them. And I get it. You want to keep the speed under control for a beginner trail. Totally understand. But I feel this trail a little more flowy, a little more open. Hello, squirrels. Even for beginners. Because the way this trail is, you really don't have to worry about getting too much speed out of control. That Fossil Creek one, even for me, a lot of left and rights. I mean, it's still fun, don't get me wrong. Guess you get more of a upper body workout from it. But nevertheless, point being, Fort Worth Mountain Bike Association, muchas thank yous for what you all do. Yeah, I'm not taking that. maybe tomorrow. See, ride around, up and over. Again, what makes this trail so fun, you get options. The other thing fun about this that I like, the little punchy climbs. Not huge, not treacherous, but whenever in a trail is there a climb where you want it, right? The other awesome thing about this, price of admission is just right, free. You don't have to be a member to ride the trails. Same thing with DORBA, the Dallas Off-Road Bike Association. You don't have to be a member to ride those. But for both Fort Worth and DORBA, if they say closed, please stay off. Because at first, when I got my first mountain bike, I thought, come on, man, off-road mountain bike, get dirty. But then as I read more, started following more of their pages, kind of understood why. It does wreck the crap out of the trail. As you notice, this is nice and smooth. Ride it when it's muddy, and it's gonna look like a 4x4 by road. Can't wait for that one to reopen. That's a fun one. But flood water kicked the crap out of it. Yeah, and this, not so much for me either. These things tear my ankles to crap. And my bike. And then also, if you follow the Fort Worth Mountain Bike Association page, I know this weekend, the 7th, January 2023, they're having a skills clinic out here for cornering, I believe it is. But sounds pretty fun. They usually draw a pretty decent crowd. And then the third trail out of FWMBA is Sansom Park. Anybody watching this from the DFW area, oh yeah, you gotta love Sansom. I don't know if I'm ready to ride that yet. It's fun, but there's some parts that'll rattle the fillings right out of your mouth. So here we are, back on the sidewalk, almost done the first lap, which, depending on the plus minus of your device, will get you around about 4-ish miles. I'll double check when we get to the parking lot. One thing I want to show you that I was talking about is there's that jump line we did earlier. So, as I was saying, you can make some fun laps out of it or continue riding the trail. That's where you drop back in to go again, or you can drop back in right here to get a little more speed to do it. But let's finish our first lap and then regroup and maybe do some jump line laps. So I hope this video turns out all right. We shall see. My main concern is the sound, not only of my huffing and puffing, but I don't have an external mic on this thing right now, so we shall see. Oh yeah, a little mud pit, never hurt no one. When that dries, getting back to my point of riding when the trails are wet, they know that's there, they've let us ride through it, but when that dries, it's going to be hard as a rock. So that's why when they say trails are closed, I've learned to respect that and hope others do as well. And for the most part, folks seem pretty decent about that. So here we are, we're gonna pop out, go to the left, and then we'll be just down the trail. That's the start of it there. Just down the sidewalk from where we began. So that's where we popped in to start our lap. Here's the parking lot. The other thing they have out here too, for those that aren't familiar, disc golfing. Me personally, I've never been out here when there's been a ton of them. Never had any issues with those folks. They seem pretty cool. But here we are back at the beginning. I'll stop at the trailhead map thing here. Let you all get a rip at that. Hopefully it's on there. So yeah, that's what we just did. Pretty fun stuff. And we got 4.01 miles. So there we are. And for those of you wondering, it doesn't matter what kind of bike you have, just ride the damn thing. See a lot of bikes for sale post-pandemic that people picked up just to pick up, and now they're kind of losing their butt on them because they thought they needed that to ride and they didn't. So either they killed the fun by spending all that money, or are realizing they don't have, they bought too much bike, if that makes any sense. Anywho, hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think. And even if you're in the area on vacation, get out here and give it a rip. Gateway Mountain Bike Park. FWMBA.org is the Fort Worth Mountain Bike Association's website. So give them some love. Always respect the trail. And we'll end the video. Thanks for watching.